Hey everybody, Jess here, Key Tarot. Welcome to you all. This is going to be a reading for our Twin Flame Collective. I have not done a Twin Flame reading for a while. I feel like the energies are starting to shift, so we're going to read a little bit for the Divine Feminine, then we'll read a little bit for Divine Masculines, and then we will see if we can connect to some of you on your personal journeys here. Let's say a quick blessing and we'll get started with Divine Feminines, all right? Holy Spirit, thank you for being with us here today and in every breath that we take. We ask that these messages be received by those who are meant to hear them. Amen. Now, I'll tell you, I feel like the Divine Feminine Collective is going through a mass healing. And I think that it's directly related to things that the Divine Masculine is doing now. There's a big shift happening, I feel. I feel like we have a card in here that, yep. Does not belong, but I'm going to keep that guy out because it's the Seven of Swords. Okay. Fair enough. Divine Feminines, a lot of us have not been being honest about some of the changes that have been needing to be made in our lives. A lot of us have been hiding behind masks of addiction, codependencies, inactivity, or just generally not living our best lives in some way or another. That'll be different for everybody. Some people struggle with alcohol, some people struggle with drugs, some people struggle with shopping addictions or food addictions even. It runs the gamut, you know. But there's this moment that I feel has happened for Divine Feminines where we're starting to be more honest with one another, or with ourselves rather, about what we've been hiding, what we haven't been being honest about. That could be that sneaky little Seven of Swords in there. I'm going to give this one more shuffle. Yeah, fair enough. We've got the Strength card out here. Yeah, and some kind of heart chakra rebalancing for Divine Feminine energies. That Strength card tells me that you've probably come by these, whatever these codependencies have been, whether it's a toxic relationship or a toxic habit in your life, quite honestly. It was something that maybe started in your early childhood or teenage years, and it was a coping mechanism that later became a crutch, and then it later became a habit, and then that habit started to define some part of your life or some part of your character. And it feels like there's a big shift here where the Divine Feminines are being asked to let go of some of those things, and it has everything to do with a heart chakra rebalancing, I feel. A lot of self-love returning to our Divine Feminine Collective. And a lot of putting in the work. There's that Seven of Swords again. So we know that there is some significance to this. The Seven of Swords, you know, that's somebody who, you know, they don't tell the truth necessarily. And there's a lot of reasons why people don't tell the truth. There's a lot of reasons why people hide things, hide behind things. Nicely done, guys. Love it. This is going to be a challenge, letting go of whatever this is, whatever this toxic situation in your life is. It's going to be a challenge for some of us, but I'm seeing someone who's willing to do the work here. You guys are beautiful. Ooh, nice. Some of you, so I have the Queen of Cups out here and I have this Queen of Wands energy out here. Something happened to this particular collective of Divine Feminine. You know, we're broken up into different waves of divine counterparts here. I really hate the term twin flame because I feel like it's been so perverted over the years by our esoteric community. I mean, you've got some great readers out there and you've got some great energy therapists out there that really know how to work with this counterpart energy, but there's a lot of distortion out there. And I feel like I'm reading for a collective of Divine Feminines who recently had, I don't know if it was a romantic experience, some kind of sexual experience, or something that showed them what they needed to see, that opened their eyes up to this realization, oh, I can't keep living like this. I can't keep doing this anymore. it was overwhelming, and somebody says something has to give, something has to change, and we have a brand new beginning coming for you now. I have the Queen of Swords under that, and I have the Lovers card here. This prompted some kind of a decision to be made in this divine feminine collective, where somebody says, I have to do something different, and it's now or never. And it feels like you're kind of jumping down this rabbit hole of, I'm not sure where this is gonna go, but I kind of don't care, because I see that a change needs to be made here. I don't know what happened here. I'll clarify in a minute with another deck and kind of see if I can find out exactly what happened. But for the most part, wow, you guys are doing really well. It feels like you are almost to a new level of spiritual ascension. It's like just a few things need to be cleared up and cleaned up, but they might be really big and important things. They may be kind of heavy things. They may be hard things to take care of and to cleanse and clear off of your spiritual system. Oh, sweet. You have this Nine of Pentacles, which is that minor arcana of the Empress, very divine feminine energy. Some of you are going to be picking up and moving. Yeah, that cutie pie. So there, for some of you, there is a relationship that's kind of on the line here. And you've kind of seen what you want to see, what you needed to see here, and you see the changes that need to be made, because there is someone here that wants to offer their heart to you, and it feels like they have manifested you into their lives, divine feminine. But it feels like, I'm hearing half-baked. It feels like you weren't ready for them when they came into your life, and it's like you met this person and all of a sudden it sparked some kind of a change within you. And it showed you some darker sides of yourself that you had been either hiding from yourself or other people, or you'd been avoiding changing. And so you're not going to like it when I say this. Some of you may go through another time of isolation where you kind of try to work on yourself a little bit more. It feels like you're almost ready for this partnership, and it's like looming right here on the horizon, and it feels like a romantic partnership, a romantic counterpart. But you're saying, I just need a little bit more time so that I feel healthier, more stable within myself. I love this for you. Let me just real quick, find out if I can see what happened here with this Ten of Wands energy. Ooh, somebody either told you the truth about some of your behaviors, or you saw the truth in some of your own behaviors. You have a lot of beautiful things coming towards you, and for this particular collective, it does look like a union. Union, this Four of Wands can be considered oftentimes a union card. It's divine counterpart energy, twin flame, if you will. But somebody has to make some major changes. This may be coming up during the summertime. I have that Emperor energy there. That's divine masculine energy. This masculine, this is the most interesting thing about this to me. There's that Queen of Swords again. That's someone who's very honest, very direct. I think that you're being very honest with yourself right now, divine feminine. This divine masculine that you encountered, they are already, I'm not going to say they're perfect, but they have already done a lot of their own healing. And so because of that, this feminine all of a sudden was like, oh my gosh, I have all these changes to make if I ever want to have this person be a part of my life. And union looks different for a lot of people. For this particular collective, this does look like a romantic union. This can be a family being created, or a blended family coming together, or even a marriage, or just some kind of very romantic, loving relationship. I don't know if it was a conversation that happened between you and this person, or between you and someone else, that showed you that, oh, you don't want to be that person anymore. All right, enough said. I'm going to just slide this whole section over here, move some of this stuff out of the way. And then I want to read a little bit for divine masculines right now in this same collective. This has showed this feminine, though, that they want partnership in their lives. They maybe for a long time you have been on your own, like very independent, working on your own business or your own family, your own household, something like that. And you were putting true actual love on the back burner. Some of you may have been doing that online dating thing where you were just like swiping left and right and maybe just like general random hookups for a while or something, but you weren't really being honest about the toll that was taking on your life. Now, if that's not the case and you're like, no, I'm just having a great time, then this reading is probably not for you. This is a reading for someone who has been deeply affected by some of those romantic choices. And this is a reading for someone who feels like it's time to make a change. Now then, let me get another deck for Divine Masculines. I don't know what I want to use for y'all. Oh, yeah. I'm going to use this After Tarot. It's a little bit different than a traditional deck. I have like a couple of cards mixed into this one too. These must have gotten mixed up the last time I did an event. The heck? Yeah, this Divine Masculine is really trying to create a healthy life for themselves. They are very sexually passionate and they're a very hard worker. This is someone who has a lot of energy, a lot of stamina. This is someone who is really focused right now on, there it is. This is interesting because in this feminine spread, I have the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. This masculine is most focused on this Queen of Pentacles. This could be a mother figure. This could be a wife figure. This could be, that's all I can really come up with for that. But this person feels like they're dedicated to creating stability in someone's life and really wanting to commit to someone, working hard to do that. This masculine walked away from this feminine so that they could focus more on someone else that's already in their lives. And they feel like they really screwed up. Oh, shoot. Something about the relationship that you guys, I don't know if you met this person already and this is the person that you had that kind of eye-opening experience with here, Divine Feminine, but this Divine Masculine energy, whoever you guys are, have recently had an experience with someone where you feel like you maybe misprioritized something. And this is interesting because you guys actually share a lot of similar cards out here, and I didn't even pull all of them out yet. But you both have this 10 of Wands where this feminine energy, you know, feels like they're about to fall apart, and this masculine feels like it already did. This caused a lot of anxiety and stress, whatever this was for this Divine Masculine. See, I've got that 9 of Pentacles again that we had over here. Whatever interaction, if you had an interaction with this person, that caused a lot of worry and stress and anxiety. And this person says, I just can't do that right now. I need to focus on someone else or something else. They have a tremendous amount of love for this feminine, though. With this 2 of Cups, that can be about partnership. It can be about friendship. But it just feels good when you hold each other. It's nice. Soulmate energy. This person says, I wish I could give you more, but right now I'm focusing on someone else or something else, and I'm trying to maintain stability and balance in my life. And I feel like I screwed up, and now I feel like I have to fix it. This person is there's a lot of sexual energy behind them. And they may feel like that got out of hand in their lives. And it may have created conflict in their lives too. Stress and conflict. This, whatever happened between these two, if something did, it's caused them to have to make a choice and to force a separation. It forces a separation between them and either this feminine or them and whoever this maternal energy is that's hanging out over here with this Queen of Pentacles. This relationship that they are, if they're in a relationship, it's been kind of on and off, on again, off again. I have like someone who's had to make a choice. Like either are they going to let their sexual attraction towards someone cause like a poverty situation in their lives? And I don't necessarily mean financial poverty, but some kind of a lacking state in their lives, or are they going to keep committing to what seems stable? It feels like a team or a partnership. There's kind of, it feels a little bit roommatey. Look at that. You've got the Three of Pentacles out there twice. There's been a difficult conversation this person has had to have. And there's the Queen of Pentacles again. Yeah, and there's the Four of Swords again. Something's changing in their relationship with whoever this maternal figure is. And I don't know, I guess I can find out. And there's the Six of Pentacles again. So many repeat cards in here for our masculines. This masculine, it feels like they're feeling a lot of regret for, I don't know if it was an affair or even just having attraction feelings towards someone here, but there's some regret, and it's making, it doesn't make me feel good. It makes my heart chakra feel icky. And I feel like that masculine is feeling that way. They had to make a choice. Got the Knight of Cups here and the Knight of Cups over there. Something's changing in this dynamic. This masculine has actually manifested that feminine over there. This feminine never really saw this person coming. And I think that's why it was such a shock to their system when they met this person or interacted with this person, because it whatever this interaction was, it caused this feminine to have some kind of a wake-up call where they were like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize I was so behind in that textbook. You know, this person's like 6 chapters ahead of me, and I'm going to have to like study all night just to catch up with them, or maybe for several months. Let me get another, well, yeah, let's use this. Yeah, I've got the Tower there. This is changing something dramatically in this masculine's life. And clearly in this feminine's life too. Now I'll tell you, this is where that balance comes in. This feminine's life is going to be greatly improved for having known this masculine, because they have created some kind of positive shift in this feminine's life. Now this masculine's life, it's about to fall apart. And it's changing rapidly. We even shuffle this masculine may be traveling right now, or they may need to physically relocate and buy another home. So I have the Ace of Pentacles with this Death card here. This masculine, I think they're starting to understand what this relationship means. This masculine has a lot going on in their mind, in their head, like in their head, their heart. Their whole entire physiology is changed because of this interaction here. And they say, you know, in order to make any change, I'm going to have to change everything. And so I think right now their initial response is to just walk away from whatever this feminine energy is and say, you know what, you pick up your own pieces. I'm going to be busy over here just trying to maintain stability. Unfortunately, I feel like the wheel right here has already been set in motion. I just got kind of dizzy there all of a sudden. I have the Queen of Swords that comes out there, and the Emperor again, and the Nine of Pentacles again. I feel like this masculine either has multiple relationships with multiple people, or one of significance that they're very committed to. I'm trying to think of how to word this. Whatever happened between this feminine and this masculine, I feel like it showed this masculine that they have to make some pretty big changes too, and they regret what has happened here. Now, enough of that. We're going to wait for a while to see how this goes down. Because this is really shifting right now. All of this is shifting. This feminine's making a ton of changes on themselves personally. This masculine is going to be making a lot of changes in their three-dimensional life, if they so choose to, both of these, like individually and collectively. There's a real big emphasis on creating stability for both of these people. And there's a really big emphasis on it happening for the individual first and then coming together as a counterpart, as counterparts. But first it has to happen for each one of these people individually. Yeah, I have the Lovers and the Queen of Wands again. So whoever this divine feminine is, they were one of many options for this masculine. And I think that was one of the things that really triggered this change, this motivation for change within this feminine collective, is they saw the truth. And they may have even said it. Like, hey, I'm not going to be one of these side pieces over here. And then I think that this masculine energy was like retracted and said, no, I'm just going to stay with my current partner here or current situation because that just seems like too hard. Yeah, I've got this Justice card out here again, this King of Pentacles, which clearly goes with this Queen of Pentacles, right? This feminine was, I think, I don't know if it was like a feeling of rejection or just knowing that this was not going to be a balanced relationship, either because of the imbalance in the feminine or this imbalance in the masculine. Clearly, it's not right. And something has to change. There's going to be a change that happens at the end of January. You got the Queen of Cups out there again. And it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy for either one of these people. It's going to cause very disruptive change. There may have been kind of a cutting or uncomfortable conversation between these two. But it leads to a very good place. It leads to new stability. It leads to a decision that has to be made, though. Got that King of Cups looking over there, this Queen of Wands energy. This Queen of Wands was really confused or distorted when it happened. this masculine, whatever this was happened. I don't know if it was a conversation. I don't know if it was, I don't know. But this King of Cups, they figured it out. They're smart folks. They've been suppressing these feelings for a long time. Maybe behind the guise of, and I feel like it's not just for this one particular feminine. This masculine energy may, like I said, have had multiple side people, whether these were like emotional affairs or actual sexual affairs. This person may use friends as a term to, I don't know, kind of push the boundaries of what they can get away with, you know, because ultimately there is something discontent within them. And in whatever current situation they're in here. My tummy's really high acid right now. And I haven't eaten anything yet today, so there's no reason for that. And this is about to topple as well. We've had that 10 of Wands out there from, I think, every deck I've used. I think we've used 4, maybe 5. This is going to cause this masculine energy to retreat into a more spiritual state as well. So basically what I'm seeing for y'all, if this reading resonates for you at all, it looks like something has happened between two people that are divine counterpart energies. And divine counterpart energies, these are special people. I mean, we're all special, it's true. But some of these folks are very spiritually gifted. They will have experienced a lot of hardship in their lives and had to recover and had to recreate themselves. And most of these folks, if you ask them, they would say, I feel like I've lived 20 different lives in my one little tiny life on this planet. And we all have past lives, and of course we all carry that with our Akashic records every time we reincarnate on this planet, for sure. But this is someone who's experienced so much in this particular lifetime on our planet that they feel like they've had to reinvent themselves many times. And it feels like we're about to go through another reinvention of these two folks. And it affects the entire collective. And when counterparts come together, it is to enable the growth of our soul's evolution. It's going to affect not just these two people, but it radiates out from divine counterparts. Divine counterparts oftentimes will share a sense of telepathy. They'll just be able to see what the other person is thinking without even having to ask. They will sometimes, this is a weird one too, they'll like physically glow in one another's presence. Sometimes they will have different physiological things happen to them when they come into contact with one another. It can be anything from like chakra, like vibrations where all of a sudden you feel like you have light coming out of the top of your head. You can have tremendous heart issues, palpitations all of a sudden. Sometimes you get the chills all over you, but there will be a physiological response to these people coming to each other. It's like a magnetic thing where you almost can feel it, like the energy vibrating off of two people when they come into contact with each other. They may, and it may be difficult for them to be around one another just because they're so overwhelmed by the feelings that they have. They may laugh uncontrollably. They may talk rapidly and feel like they're not making any sense. They, like I said, it can just really run the gamut here. And are there a lot of divine counterparts in the world? I don't think so. No, I really don't think so. But you think whatever you think. Some people think everybody has one. Some people think it only refers to the 144,000 referenced in the Bible. You do you. But you'll know it if you bump into this person. Oftentimes these people will share dream space where you find yourself just dreaming about them, and they're always in your dreams, and you're just always in contact with one another, even when you're far apart. Sometimes you will experience telepathy, where you're just walking around your house, bebopping, doing the laundry, and all of a sudden you're overwhelmed with all of this information. You can almost see this person's face right here close to you, and you'll feel all of these strange sensations throughout your chakra system. I see 111 on the Google clock across the room. But it's very systemically altering for the individuals, but the energy that it pushes out into our world is changing the entire collective. And that is the whole purpose that these two come together. Yeah, you dig? All right, if any of you are still listening to this, I'm going to tell you that union is here around the corner for these two. It looks like, and I don't know when it's going to happen. I don't know. And when we talk about union, that can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. For some people, it means marriage. For some people, it means sharing and building a life together. For some people, it means sexual union for whatever reason. Some people think it's just coming together and knowing one another as people, you know. But there is a union here that happens. Now, it looks like there's a big shift for this masculine that happens during Aquarius season, and it's already started. The momentum's already starting to build. For this feminine, they are already experiencing this shift, and it was pushed forward through an acknowledgement of some things that this feminine had been trying to suppress, and this masculine has also been trying to suppress feelings of discontentment or feelings of hiding things, you know. And there's some clarity that's coming for both of these individuals. It is going to push both of these individuals into this hermit mode where they reconnect with a higher power and with their higher selves. But I promise you, these two have actually manifested one another into each other's lives. So it's a beautiful thing that the two of you met, and the changes that are coming from this, whatever interaction it was, are going to be really wonderful for you long term, as well as for our entire collective. All right, that was your reading for today. Thank you very much for letting me read for you. I hope that you guys are doing well. I appreciate all of your likes and subscribes, and I will see you guys soon. To you all.